thing when the guys when this person is. I was just saying this is for real, bro. And if he does do it when the person is ass naked, why stop there? Like, I don't understand like the purpose of like, if you've gone to the extent of breaking into somebody's fucking house, tickling their fucking naked asshole, just fuck them at that point. I just don't get it. Like, what do you get out of fucking putting a little fingertip in there and like, you know what I mean? Coochie coochie coo. Like, I don't get that shit. So like, is there penetration or is it just like a little like flick on the old asshole? Like, is that what that is?
It's so weird.
That's fucking awkward, dude. I am not that light of a sleeper. To like, how do these people? But see, the other thing is people know that they've been like tickled. So how do this guy not get his ass kicked?
Right.
Like, how do you, like, so do you wake up in the morning and be like, oh, that was a good sleep. Shit, my asshole's been tickled again. Like, how do you not, if you know that it's been tickled, you obviously, the guy was in your house, you fucking saw him, but you was not fast enough to beat the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
maybe he targets like fucking fat, overweight,
well, you're doing a lot of work to get to that asshole then. This is the other thing I want to know.
True.
This is the other thing I want to know. And I just lost what I was going to say. Oh, shit. I had a point and it fucking just left my head. Keep going. It will come back to me.
Yeah, no, I just don't get it, man. Like, the whole idea is ludicrous to me. Like, first of all, exactly what you're saying. Like, I have no idea what he gets out of it. Secondly, how do you not catch him? I mean, like, your asshole gets tickled, you fucking flip over, right? Really quick, because that's the type of shit you jump, like your fucking body comes up off the fucking mattress and does a 180 in the air, like you just fucking flip over like a flounder, and you look and you're like, there you are, motherfucker, and you get up and you just bolt after him, right? Like, How does he get out of your house faster than you can get to him? Because it's your fucking house, you know the house better than he does. I don't get it. And so what was it like for like the first three dudes? They were like, my asshole was tickled. They're like, nah, dude, you probably had a dream. They're like, no, dude, somebody was in my house and tickled my asshole and left. No, dude, I think it was a dream. Who's gonna do that? But then like another dude was like, no, I know what he's talking about. My asshole was tickled too last night. I live next door to this guy. Yeah.
But then they're like, you guys need to go seek therapy. And then like a guy like a couple miles away in a different city is like, yo, my asshole was taken. And then people are like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you know, it's like, but imagine like the first three dudes to come forward. That's like, some guys would probably be like, that shit happened, but it didn't happen. And that's the end of that story. Like, no one's ever going to know that.
Yeah, dude is infamous though. Like, which means he's done it multiple times. So many times that it's fucking like he is like, there he is. That's the infamous butthole tickler, right? Like, how do you fucking? I don't get it. How do you not prepare for it? Let's
give some credit where credit is due. This guy's fucking got some skill, but it's in a very specific skill set. It's like he's good. He's good at breaking and entering, and he's good at tickling an asshole. He's good at getting away.
He's good at breaking and entering, and he's good at
breaking and entering.
On another note, we have a dude that's fucking just as silly to me. This is closer to home.
Yeah.
His moniker is the Rhode Island toe licker.
Yeah, but this guy.
So we have the booty tickler and we have the toe licker.
The toe licker, right. Yeah. But this dude was like showing up in like department stores.
Yeah.
So you know if you guys walk into like a Target or a Walmart and you go into like the women's clothing section, there's those circular racks where like, you know, you just kind of walk around the rack in a circle and pull the different clothes off the thing.
Yeah, like the clearance racks or whatever.
But he was like hanging out in like under there. Like where clothes are long enough to almost touch the ground. So somebody's like, I'm looking for a large. And then they're like, some girl's wearing a sandal and feels like her toes getting licked. And then she figures out there's a dude under there. Just like, that's so fucking creepy, dude. I just don't get it. But then like he was doing it at bus stops too, you said?
Yeah. So So this is, I found out by doing a little bit of research that this is after the fact, like after getting arrested and doing like 15 years in prison.
Yeah.
Right? Was it 15 years? Like, so it was 12 years in prison. He did 12 years in prison. He got caught in 2002. In 2002, this was his MO. It was different. It was different, and it was fucking hilarious. Like, I have to say it was fucking hilarious. Look, he goes up to women and he goes, "Hey, you have pretty feet." And they go, "Oh, thank you." And he goes, fucking scoots down, gets on his knees, fucking bends over, and just licks their feet.
So
and these women are standing there, like, and this is what I didn't understand. Like, I was like, this is another thing, just like fucking Dallas, right? First of all, guy comes up to you, he's fucking real creepy looking. He's not a normal looking dude by any means. Like, his eyes are like on the fucking side of his head like a bird, right? Right? and is just really weird looking dude, and he comes up to you and he says, "Your feet are really pretty," and then you see him start to bend down. How do you not fucking step back a little bit?
Yeah, no, I know. Like somebody getting next to my foot, that's weird. Like, I automatically step back. Like,
yeah,
and not that
like,
it's happened, but like,
and like they literally go on to say, "Oh, I felt something wet on my toes." Like, do you not know what that is? Like, the guy's fucking bent over, licking the fuck out of your feet, and you're just like, "Oh, I feel something wet on my toes."
Yeah,
of course it's him licking your feet.
It's his fucking mouth.
Yeah.
That's so gross.
I didn't know if it was his nose or his cheek. No, what did you think it was?
Seriously, yeah,
like,
exactly, yeah.
Let's use our brains, people. We're not. This is Rhode Island,
dude, and he's got a foot fetish. Apparently, that's his thing. You know, it's crazy.
It's just hilarious. So then he gets in. He goes to prison, and he comes out 12 years later, and he's fucking learned a thing or two. And now he hides. He hides in racks.
He hides in racks.
He hides in racks, and he also hides under bus stop benches.
It's so nasty, dude. Like, it's just so nasty.
But it's gross.
But the other thing I never understood is, like, how do you hide on a fucking bench at a bus stop? Like, don't you see something under the bench when you walk up to it?
Dude, people are oblivious, man.
They have to be, dude.
People, you're fucking listening to your fucking music and your iPod, and you're strolling down the street. And you
That's
just
true.
blah,
if you're
blah,
like
blah.
on your phone and you just sit down, and you don't see like a dude under
blah,
there.
Blah, 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 blah. You sit down, and then fucking somebody's underneath the bench. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't write this shit, man.
No, it's fucking ridiculous.
And
what it is.
It's just, it's like, all right, so then you get your licking feet is fucking gross, by the way. Like,
I've never really done it, but yeah.
No, I'm saying, like, I haven't either. I'm just saying, it's like you see it on like these fucking fetish things or whatever, right? And I'm sure that the people that are like foot fetishists approach females that are foot fetishists that wash their feet, right? And they have a thing, like there's like this like mutual consent. She's like, "Oh yeah, I like getting my feet licked," and he's like, "I like licking feet," and she's like, "I'm gonna wash my feet," and he's like, "Great, because I'm gonna lick them shits." And then they do their thing, right? Fine, but do you know the average person, like, who, like, oh, it's so fucking gross.
No, it is.
How dirty feet are. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's nasty. I completely agree. That's the other thing, because you know that this guy, like, how much, like, people walk in all day.
I'm saying.
Their feet are sweaty and shit. It's gross.
Saying. And, like, dead skin in between the toes and all that. Oh, like, you think about it, and it's just fucking gross. And this guy's fucking licking him.
Oh, God.
He deserves to be in jail. Find this motherfucker, put him back in. I think he is back in jail, by the way. I think he just got arrested again.
Yeah, well, we're talking about him because he was in the news again. So.
Yeah. So that's the Rhode Island toe licker, guys.
That's him.
And there's another one I wanted to talk about. Another funny ass case, man.
Let's do it.
There's this kid, Ethan Couch. That's his name, Ethan Couch.
Yeah, it's a great name.
Yeah. So anyway, he's like 16. He goes out. He's fucking drinking like a madman, fucking keggers and throwing them back, and he's probably can't even walk. But he gets in his car and he decides to drive. Mm-hmm. Okay. Drives, fucking truck, runs into somebody. 4 people die. Bunch of other people get injured. And he comes out the car and he's just like, "Hey, everything's gonna be all right. You just stick with me. What's your name? I'm gonna take care of you, guy. I'm fucking Ethan Couch, you know who I am? Right? So, like, he's like a rich kid. You know what I mean? He's sheltered, right? Like, so, like, his parents put him up in his own house. He's already 16, lives by himself. They got, like, he was I think he was like 13 when he started driving. Mm-hmm. Right? On his own, without anybody else in the car. Like, he's 13 years old, and his parents give him a car and he's driving, right? So, anyway, he goes to court, and there's a doctor that they hired that fucking gets him off on the concept that he is stricken with affluenza. Basically meaning that his parents are affluent, so they've taught him no right from wrong, and he thinks that he can get away with anything because he has money.
Some bullshit.
Right? So, discuss.
So, first of all, fuck this kid because of a couple reasons. All right?
Yeah.
I don't care if you are in college, if you are drinking. How old is this kid again?
I think he was 16.
16. All right. So he's not in college. He's in high school.
Right.
In this day and age, you have heard the term drunk driving. I don't care where you live, what your name is, what background you have. If you're poor, if you're rich, everybody knows what drunk driving is because it's been around for years. There's billboards with it. There's, like, don't drink and drive. Like, .08 is the legal limit. There's commercials now where it's like, these people are like buzzed and they're walking out of the club, and then there's like a cop who blends in with like the brick wall.
Oh yeah, like he's Predator.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like it's fucking bull. And then all of a sudden, like they get in their car and they're like, ha ha. And then like there's a car that's all Predatored out, right?
Yeah, they're like, they'll see you before
you see them. Yeah, and then it's like don't drive like buzzed is still drunk driving. And then the kid, he pulls up, and the kid's like, it's stupid to do that. But it's like, but it's just kind of like, I know that you've seen these commercials, so don't try to tell me you didn't know that you couldn't drink and drive. And if you didn't know, then too fucking bad. You should have been paying attention. I don't care how rich you are. You have a moral compass. You probably knew when you were getting into the car, I'm probably not good enough to be driving right now. Like, my motor skills are probably not the best they should be to be operating a car. So when you make that decision to get in the car and know that you probably can't drive and you end up killing two people, it's one thing to get pulled over and get a DUI because you're swerving. It's another thing to kill one person. It's fucking another fucking thing to kill two people. And if you kill two people right away, I don't give a shit like what your background is, right from wrong, bullshit, done, dude. I can't understand how he would get off on probation after killing two people. I just don't understand. That judge should go to prison,
right?
Because that's a crime right there. You're letting him get away with double murder. Like,
exactly.
I just don't understand that.
Yeah, he killed 4 people.
He
killed 4 people.
Oh, it's 4 people?
4 people, so double what you're thinking. And severely injured a bunch more.
All right. So here's the thing. Like, this blows my mind, and this person shall remain nameless. But so this actually happened to me maybe about a year ago. So I was driving in my car with a friend of mine, and we were at his house. We were going to like a concert. We were having a couple drinks beforehand. And I knew that, like, we were going to be hanging out, for a while, but before we left. So I was like, you know what? Like, I'm going to just have, like, 1 or 2. We're going to be chilling here, and then we'll go. And I'll be good to drive. Like, whatever. He can have a couple more because, whatever. He's passenger. So he takes 1 beer, finishes it, and then has another one in his hand, which is, like, the cap's still on it. It's sealed. So we get into the car, and he puts the sealed beer in the cup holder in the door of his side, right? And we're driving there, and I'm like, whatever, like that's the one that he's gonna have in the parking lot, when we get there. I'm like, whatever, it makes sense, bring it, right? You can bring it as long as it's not open. So we're on the fucking highway, and he like cracks it open and like drinks some of it. And for a second, I was like, all right, maybe it's like root beer, and I like missed that, right? So I'm looking at it. And it's not. It's like just fucking straight, like legit, like a fucking like Bud Light. And I said, yo, are you drinking that?